all on YouTube. I'll tell you guys how to access it later. Okay, so you're just going to start off with doing squats, just shoulder width apart. And just reaching your arms forward, sitting your hips well back into it. So we're going to do 5 more of these and then do some single leg ones. Last 2 of these. Okay, so we're going to switch on to single leg, and you just have the other leg a little bit bent in front of you. I might do mine off the mat. Still sitting back into it, watching the alignment of the knee, that your knee doesn't cross over into the midline. Do 4 more. Last 2. Coming back into upright each time. Okay, change legs. Get your balance. And then off you go. Sit your hips back and standing all the way up again. Yeah. 4 more. That's all part of the choreography, those little windmills that I'm doing. Okay, that's the last one. Legs out to the side and squatting right down into a wide squat. That's it. See how low you can go into it. Hi, chub. Four more of these, and then we're going to lift the heel up of one foot. Okay, so I'm lifting the heel up of one foot and still doing those squats. Go as low as you can. Okay, 5 more. Really open the knees out to the sides. Last 2. Okay, change. We're just doing 10, so we're halfway there now. Good, keep the chest up, like you're sliding your back down a wall. 3 to go. Last one. Okay, stand at the back of your mat, so standing at the bottom part of your mat. Okay, just rolling down. Hands get to the ground, walk out into a plank. Drop to your knees and do 3 press-ups here. So chest all the way down to the ground. Tuck your toes, lift up into that plank again and walk yourself back in and roll back up into standing. And again, roll down. Hands get right down to the mat, look forward and walk out into a plank. Either drop to your knees or stay on your hands and do 3 press-ups here. Good, and then lift the hips, walk back and roll all the way up into standing. Okay, we've got 1 more of these. Roll down. Walk out into a plank. 3 press-ups. Okay, hips go up and walk back. Roll all the way up into standing. Okay, come back down into a plank. So just roll down, walk out into a plank. Okay, so we're going to bring your right knee to your left elbow. And then go back into that plank position. Drop your left hip to the ground to sit. And then stand up. So same side again. Right knee to left elbow. Back to plank and then sit the hips down onto the left hand side. Okay, you with me? knee to opposite elbow, and then you bend your knees to sit down into it. Come back up. 2 more this side. And rotate the hip. So you land on the outside of the hip. Come back up last time. And twist. Drop that hip down. Okay, other side. So left knee to right elbow. Back to plank. Swivel the hips so you sit down onto the outside of the right hip. Back to plank. Knee to opposite elbow. And twist. And sit. And back up. 3 more. Knee to elbow. And twist. And sit. Knee to elbow. And twist. And sit. I think I said 1 more, so let's do that. Knee to elbow. And twist. And sit. Yeah, back to plank. Drop the knees. And just give your hands a break. So sitting all the way upright and just rest your hands. Okay, we're going to get hot doing this. Okay, onto hands and knees. Okay, and you're just going to scoop the tummy muscles up to hover the knees. So just hover the knees and hold that there. Press down through the heels of the hands and out through that little pinky side of the hand. And then lower the knees. Watch that you're not shrugging your shoulders up towards your ears. Do that again. So hover. Feel that your abdominal muscles tighten up a little bit to lift the knees off the ground. And lower. Okay, 1 more of these, then we're going to add on. So hover the knees. That's it. Just hold them up there. Okay, and now walk the right foot out to straight. Right leg out to straight and hold. And then the left leg out to meet it. Right leg in. And left leg in. So we're just walking out, out, and in. Go out, out, in. Okay, left leg out first, and then the right, left, and right. 1 more time, left, right, and left, and right. Okay, drop down onto your knees, sitting up. And stretching the wrists. Okay, we've got 1 more plank to do before we lie down. So you're coming back into that hands and knees position. Okay, and hover the knees. Now from there, you're going to swivel around to face me, and the bottom leg stretches out, and you go to touch your toes with the top hand. That's it. And then come back round, place the foot down. Rotate around, so twist away from me, bottom leg stretches out, touch the toes with the top hand. That's it, twisting around, stretch the leg, touch the foot, and twist around again, and stretch, touch the foot. We'll do 1 more round each side, twist around, stretch the leg, touch the foot. Last time around. And touch. Good. Come back to that hover. Let the knees go down. Okay, and just reach the arms up to the ceiling, circle them around. Just do that a couple more times and then we're going to lie on your back. Last one. Okay, lie on your back. Okay, both legs come up into tabletop. Okay, so to start with, just the legs are going to stretch out to straight. And then they bend in. And rest your head down, arms beside you. So just stretch both legs out and then bend them in. So if this is really hard, you could do 1 leg at a time, or you could make it easier by the legs going up a little bit as they straighten out. Okay, and again, stretch the legs out and in. Okay, we're going to add on to this one. So stretch the legs out and then bring the legs in. And then you're going to lift the hips up in the air and then lower the hips down. So stretch and bend and curl the pelvis so the knees come up and then down. And again, stretch and bend and curl and lower. And again, stretch and bend, curl and lower. 2 more times. And curl and lower. And last one, stretch and bend, curl and lower. Okay, place the feet down. Okay, the leg that's nearest to me, you're just going to stretch it out, hover it off the ground, and then you're going to lift that leg up and lower it down. That's it, lift and lower. Let's stretch the right leg out onto the ground. That's it, so just keep doing the same thing. Lift the leg up as high as you can and then lower it down. Press the back of the right leg onto the mat. Okay, reach the arms over your head. So the left leg is just stretching out, hovering off the mat. And then as the arms come up towards the ceiling, you're going to curl up through the head and chest, lift the leg and come into a chest lift, arms reaching down to your foot. And then lower the chest down, reach the arms over your head, and again, curling up. Lift the leg, curl up. That's it. And then stretch out. Right hand, curl, reach. And lay your body back down. Keep going. Curl and reach. Roll back down. 2 more here. Stretch forward. Down, last one. Keep pressing the right leg into the mat. Good. Take a stretch here. Okay, just leave the arms where they are and start lifting and lowering the right leg. Press the left leg into the mat and lift and lower the right leg. We'll do 2 more and then we'll add in the arms and the sit up into it. Last one, lift and then hover that leg. Reach that right leg long. Okay, as the right leg lifts up, the arms reach up to the ceiling, curl up, reach for your feet. And then lowering down. Stretch the leg away from you. Curl up, lift the leg, reach the body. And again, curl, stretch, reach. And again, lift and lower. We've got 2 more of these. Curl up and reach, stretch the arms. That's it. Keep the legs really straight, both of them straight. Okay, and just have a rest. Okay, the next one is a froggy position with the legs. So the legs lift up into tabletop and then bring the feet together and the knees are out to the side. So you're making a diamond shape with the legs. Okay, hands go behind your head and just hover your head and shoulders off, shoulder blades off the mat. And then you're going to rotate your elbow towards your knee and see if you can bring your knee to touch your elbow as well. And back through the center and then go the other way. So just into a side bend and then back. And then side bend, knee to elbow. That's it. And twist. Side bend, it's not a twist. That's it. Good, so bring those 2 points together. Oh, this is using muscles that I don't think I've used before. Okay. Good, 1 more each side. Side bend, back through the center, and then to the other side. Okay, lay the head and shoulders down and stretch the legs up to the ceiling. Okay, open the legs wide and then close them back together. Okay, we're just going to repeat this to start with. Oh, my legs are shaking. It's got to be good. Okay, last one. Okay, open the legs and hold them into that position. And then you're going to rotate the legs towards me. That's it. And then through the center and over to the other side. That's it. If this is too hard, then bend your knees like this and do the same thing. Rotate. So I'm not touching my bottom leg to the ground, I'm just rotating and hovering. Okay, we're going to add on to this, which I'm kind of regretting. Okay, so twist the legs over, hands behind the head, and do 3 little sit-ups here. That's it, straighten the legs, last one. Okay, over to the other side. That's it, and then curl up 3 times. Last one. Okay, over again. Whoa. Okay, and lift. And 2 more. Last one. Oh. Okay, over to the other side. This is the last one, guys. Okay, 3 lifts. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, hug the knees in towards you. Okay, roll up into sitting. Right, hands go behind you and then just rest down onto your elbows. It's going to be a little bit easier for a little while. Okay, so make the back really straight. So press down through the elbows, open the front of the chest, and bring the leg that's closest to me up in the air. Okay, and the other leg into tabletop. Yep. Okay, lower the leg down and lift. Keep making your back straight, pushing your chest through. 3 more of these, and then we're going to come up onto our hands. Last one. Okay, come up onto your hands. Okay, so you're going to rock back onto your elbows and then lift up. At the same time, you're going to lower the leg away from you and then push through the hands to lift up. That's it. Lower the leg, lower onto the elbows, and then lift up. Yep. Lower, reach that leg away. How are we going with the coordination? Very good. 2 more. And lift the chest up. Last one. Lower and lift. Good. Okay, legs onto the ground. Okay, and then we've got the other side. So drop back onto your elbows. I've got my right leg straight and the other leg up into tabletop. Open the chest, lower the straight leg down and up. Okay, 4 more of these. Last one after this one, lower and then lift. Okay, come up onto your hands. Okay, leg is straight and you're going to rock back onto your elbows, lower the leg and then lift. Reach the leg away and then lift up to it. That's it. Keep the chest open, open the front of the collarbones. Ooh. 3 more. Lift. You can always have the straight leg bent if you want to, or put this leg onto the ground. Now you tell me that we're finished. Okay, and then both legs bent, reach the arms forward and roll yourself all the way down. Okay. You're going to lift the head and shoulders and then really slowly just take a twist towards me. That's it. So I'm pulling my ribs back on that bottom side. Elbows are wide. Come back round through the center and then take a twist around to the other side. So really getting that sense that your spine's staying in the same position, like there's a pole down through your spine and you're just twisting around that. So bring your attention to your ribs and make that the focus, that the ribs rotate around, rather than you moving on the mat. You're just pulling the ribs back on the bottom and pulling the ribs forward and over on the top. That's it. Twist around. Keep your elbows wide. One more each side. Last one. Okay, lie on your back, stretch out. Reach your hands away from your toes, point your toes, stretch your fingers. Okay, and that's enough of those kind of abs. Now we're coming into a side plank. So you're on your hand and you're going to start off with I'm going to have to come off the mat because I'm slipping. Okay, the top leg is going to be bent and in front of you, and I'm balancing on the outside of my bottom foot. That's it. Okay, hold that there. And then you're going to come and stack both feet together if you can, like they're blades. If this is too hard, come onto the knee of the bottom leg. Otherwise, we're still up onto both feet. Okay, and now reach the arm and just lift that top leg. That's it. So you're coming into a star position. Drop onto the bottom knee if you need to. Okay, now bend the top leg, place it down a little way behind you, and then just stretch over, stretch back. Open out through the front of your body. Okay, and then you're going to drop down onto your hip, swivel around to the other side. Okay, so I'm starting off with my bottom leg straight. I'm balancing onto my hand underneath my shoulder, and then my top leg is bent and just resting on my foot. Keep the hips stacked on top of each other. Okay, now stack the feet. Go onto that bottom knee if you want to. Reach the arm and reach the leg. So that was a good save. That's it. Hold that position. Okay, bend the top leg, place the foot behind you and stretch back. Reach that arm over, lift the chest to the ceiling. Okay, and then slowly spiral back around. And you're going to sit with your legs straight out from you. Okay, we're just going to go into a spine stretch. So reaching the arms forward, sitting up as tall as you can. Reach the arms out in front, take a breath out and drop the head round the shoulders and just slowly stretch forward. Reach the arms forward as far as you can. Flex the feet, so pull the toes back towards you. Take a breath in, and then as you breathe out, slowly roll yourself back up into sitting. Relax the shoulders away from the ears, breath in, and then breathe out, curling forward. And that's it, flex the feet, reach the fingertips forward, and then rolling back up. Shoulders relaxing down your back. One more time. Curl forward. So pulling the tummy muscles back towards the spine as you stretch the arms forward. Good. And then curling up. Restack your spine up into straight. Head comes up last. Okay, take the feet a little bit wider. I'm stretching my right arm forward and bending my left elbow to pull back into a rotation. So it's like a bow and arrow type stretch. And then I'm stretching the arm forward and taking that twist to the other side. I'll do it facing you. So I'm twisting like that, pulling back on that bow. And then coming forward. So watch where this back hand goes. Follow it with your eyes, twisting around. And coming back. Good, and take another twist. Good, one more each way. Pull the chest around, sitting up as tall as you can as you make that twist. And last time, I'm reaching my front arm forward as I'm pulling my back, elbow back. Good, keep the arms wide, curl forward again. Okay, flattening out the back, reaching the arms up. When you feel like you can't lift your arms any higher, then you sit up, circle the arms out to the side and back to the front. I'll go side on again. Curl forward. Flatten the back, so start to pull the chest through and reach the arms up. Don't move your body until you have to then sit up. Circle the arms out to the side and come back. Okay, one more. Curl forward. Flatten out the back, look forward, lift the arms into that wide V, and then slowly sitting up and circling the arms out to the side. Okay, come lie down on your side so that you're facing me. You can either stay propped up onto an elbow. I'm not going to today. I'm going to rest the whole way down onto my side. Okay, and we're just going to start with the leg swinging forward and then back. So the body is in a straight line. You can line yourself up along your mat so that you know that you're straight. And then just swiveling at the hip to bring the leg forward and then back. Take the leg a little way back behind you. So let's do 2 more of these. Forward and back, and last one, forward and back into bicycle. So bend the leg to bring it forward, stretch it out, pull it back, bend and stretch, and a big long up. Take the leg behind you and then bend it forward from that position. Good, so don't miss out this little bit where you reach the leg behind you. Okay, one more and then we'll take the same movement but in the reverse. Okay, so to reverse it, swing the leg forward, bend the knee to 90 degrees, take that bent leg back, so take it right back behind you and then stretch the leg out, bring it forward, bend, pull back, stretch, sweep, bend, and back. 2 more. Stretch, sweep, bend, and back. Last time. Reach, sweep, bend, and back. Okay, stretch the leg out to straight. Straighten the bottom leg out as well. So if you were up on your elbow, then come down, and you're going to lift the bottom leg up to the top one. I'm going to rest my head down as well. Lift and lower. That's it. See if you can touch the feet. I'm kind of cheating because I'm bringing my bottom leg down, but I'll try not to do that. Last 2. Okay, I'm going to hold my bottom leg up there and lift my top leg away. This is the last exercise we have to do here. 3 more. 1. Keep that bottom leg lifted. 2. And last time. Okay, and then before we go to the other side, I'm just going to roll onto my back, cross that top leg over my knee, and take a stretch. Okay, unravel yourself from there and lie over onto the other side. Okay, so I've got my bottom leg straight, I'm in a straight line, flexing my foot and bringing it forward, pointing my toes, taking the leg back. So just moving at the hip, keep this top leg really straight, don't bend your knee. So flex and then point. Keeping the leg up at hip height. 3 more. And the next move is that bicycle one. So last one, And then from the leg being behind, bend the knee to bring it forward. Stretch the leg out to straight and sweep it back. Bend, reach. Take that leg behind you. Oh, I don't quite have enough room here. My legs are so long. 2 more. Reach, pull back. Last one. Okay, and then reverse it. So swing that straight leg forward, bend the knee, and then take a bent leg back. Stretch the leg out to straight. Move. 4. Oh, I've lost my mojo. Okay, stretch. Bring the leg forward, bend, and back. Okay, let's make this one the last one. So reach, sweep, bend, and back. Okay, stretch that top leg out to straight and the bottom leg. And lie all the way down, and then lifting the bottom leg up to meet the top one. Good, last time. Okay, hold that bottom leg up. Then lift and lower the top leg. So keep that bottom leg off the ground. Lift it as high as you can. Last 2. Last one. Okay. Lie on your back. Bend both knees and then pop that opposite ankle over the knee of the leg that you've just worked, and then you can lift up and hold on to the back of the thigh if you want a deeper stretch. Okay, straightening out the legs. Reach the arms over your head. We're going to try a roll up. So lift the arms, lift the head, flatten the back and roll all the way up to sitting. Okay, and then roll back down. So if this is really hard and you feel like your legs are lifting up, then try the assisted roll up, which is this. You're just going to lift, use your thighs pressing into your hands to lift you up into sitting. If it's getting a little bit easier, one thing that really does help is inhaling to lift the head and shoulders and then exhaling to reach the arms. And I'm pressing my back into the mat to curl over. Yeah. And then down. Okay, one more, whichever one you're doing. This is the assisted one. Curling up. If you've got a stiff low back, then it's hard to get a roll up. Go, chub. Yes. Good. All right. Lie over onto your tummy. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Okay, so we're just going to start with a slow version of the swimming one. So I'm lifting up through the belly button, just hovering my forehead, reaching my left arm and right leg and just hovering them off the ground. So hold that there for a couple of breaths. Stretch the fingers. Stretch the toes. Just check in that you're lifting your leg just as high as your arm and then lower down. And then trying the other side. If you're really stiff in your shoulders, then you can roll up your mat like this and lie your chest over it. So this can really help if it's hard to lift your arms from the ground. Okay, and the other side. Okay, now this time we're just going to lift the legs and the arms together. So lengthen the hands, lengthen the feet, tighten up through the tummy muscles, and just hover a little bit. That's it. Keep hovering and then lowering down to rest. Okay, and we'll do that again. So you're going to stretch out through the hands, stretch through the feet, lift the belly button, and then hovering the arms, hover the legs. See if you can get the thighs off the ground as well as the arms. Just hold it there. Good. And then all the way down. This time as we hold the hover, we're going to start fluttering the arms and the legs, opposite arms and legs. So come up into that hover, arms and legs up, and then the opposite arm and leg are going to lift and then lower. Keep long through the back of the neck. Go 4 more, 3, 2, and last one. Good, and rest all the way down. Just going to unfill my mat. Place my hands under the shoulders. Then we're going to come up into a swan. So just peeling up, pull the chest through. Just coming up as high as is comfortable for you. Good, and all the way down. Good, just a couple more. Peeling up. Belly button in. Just looking forward, not to the ceiling. See if you can keep your legs pretty relaxed too. Gripping in the glutes can really tense up the low back, so see if you can keep the legs relaxed. Draw the shoulders down your back. Okay, just push with your arms, sit yourself back into child's pose. Leave your arms reaching out in front of you. Rest your forehead to the ground, or prop your forehead up onto a fist or 2 fists, just so that you can relax into this position. Okay, come back onto hands and knees. We're going to take both hands over to the left hand side of your mat. And then you're going to stretch your bottom hand down towards the end of the mat and sit down into it, and then just drop your head. Stretch your hands away from each other. I'm feeling the stretch along the right side of my rib cage. Okay, come back up onto hands and knees and go over to the other side. Leaving the left hand at the top of the mat, reaching the right hand down to the bottom of the mat. Rest down onto your forehead. Keep your hips in the middle and stretch the mat apart. Okay, come up onto hands and knees. And you're going to fold the leg in front and just sit back into pigeon stretch. That's it. So from the front it looks like this. Okay, and then if you want to, you can just rest yourself down into it or stay up onto your hands, whatever's comfortable for you. So just feeling a stretch in through the glute. If it's bothering your knee, then lie on your back and do the figure 4 stretch of your glutes. Okay, bringing yourself up and out of that position and change your legs over. That's it, and rest down into it. Okay, coming round into a down dog position. So lifting the hips up. And I'm lifting my right leg and just placing it over the top of my left ankle to assist down into a calf stretch on the left. So it just provides a little bit of weight into that. Okay, and bring the right leg through into a long lunge position. Stretch out through the front of this left hip flexor. Drop the left knee down to the ground. Lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Then take a twist away from me. I'm bringing my left hand to my right knee and lifting up into that twist. Arms back up to the ceiling and then either side of the right foot. Step back into down dog. Drape the left foot over the right ankle to help out with that calf stretch. Step the left foot through in between the hands and go into a long lunge. So really keep the back leg super straight. Open up through the front of that right hip. Lowering the right knee to the ground, reach the arms to the ceiling. And then take a twist. Bring the arms back up to the ceiling, hands down either side of the left foot. Step back into down dog that last time. Okay, and slowly walk the feet up towards the hands, then drop the head. Slowly roll yourself up into standing. And reach your arms up to the ceiling. Okay, you're going to side bend over to one side. Big stretch over. And come back up, reach both arms up. And then bring the other arm down. Reaching over. Bring both arms up to the ceiling. We'll just finish off with one roll down. So bringing the arms forward, tip the head, round the shoulders. Rolling all the way down. Relax the head. Fingertips lightly graze the ground. Take a breath in. Slowly rolling up. So stacking the pelvis up over the legs. Feel the vertebrae stacking up on top of each other. Reach the arms up to the ceiling. Take a breath in and then exhale as the arms come back down to rest by your sides. Okay, well done guys.